Welcome to the Carnival of the Animals by Camille Saint-Saens. My name is Vincent, the narrator of this musical story, and I will also announce each player. Our first composition today, The Royal March of the Lion. Nobody would attempt such an arduous journey or willingly accept the tedious necessity of wearing fancy dress. Were this not a cultural event of unquestionable singularity, the Carnival of the Animals. Now the proceedings can begin. I think I hear something, says a dove, and she is not altogether wrong, because over there, near the entrance in the branches of a bare, knotted oak, 64 tawny owls take up their instruments, and now the marabou raises his baton. The two squirrels at the piano caress the ivories, and there he is, entering the arena with his entire royal family, His Majesty, the Lion. Our next piece, Hens and Roosters, played by Josie. Are the hens coming now? The fox asks his spouse. Control yourself, she is about to reply, but the words die on her lips. An awe-inspiring 15-foot high pyramid of 77 shapely brown hens comes tripping in, and on the very balance, a rooster costumed as the Emperor Napoleon. Our next piece, Hemony, or Wild Donkeys, played by Poppy. The hens hurry breathlessly towards the exit, while the rooster receives the applause with glassy disdain, and there, 6 wild donkeys charge into the ring. Next, the elephant, played by our Miss Elena and Mr. Chris.
We are missing all the girls.
Sorry? So we are. Next piece, the turtles, played by Owen. Bravo, applaud the mammals, and all the fishes, birds, and insects. And only a brazenly naked mealworm shakes his head and says, "Personally, I prefer the Paris and Turtle Ballet. Oh, here they are, here they are. Look how rhythmically they lift their legs. Do you hear the famous can-can use in this piece?" Now, the elephant.
Now two elephants.
Two elephants. Played by Miss Elaine and Mr. Chris. The mealworm blows kisses to the turtles. "Oh, super," he says. His neighbor, an African elephant, resplendent in a false moustache, begs to differ. "A turtle quite lacks the necessary grace," he remarks condescendingly, adding that he knew of only one single living dancer of note, namely his wife. And here she comes, drifting into view in a cloud of billowing veils, head and trunk held up proudly, her eyes half closed in restrained abandon. Our next character, kangaroos, played by Abby. "Well, what do you say now?" the elephant demands, glaring at the mealworm. The mealworm, not wanting to lie or to provoke the sensitive elephant unnecessarily, mumbles, The elephant has a tort on the tip of his tongue, but quite unexpectedly, kangaroos with starched white caps start hopping about between the rows of seats, offering refreshments. Next characters, the aquarium, played by Kieran. Then, 4 donkeys have carried a spherical aquarium into the ring. 7 salmon pink Japanese angelfish are swimming round it in circles, letting strings of silvery bubbles ascend while trying to smile. Our next piece, Characters with Long Ears, played by Noel. And while the donkeys carry the aquarium and the angelfish out of the arena, they sing an old ballad of love, lust, and lamentation. Our next character, the cuckoo deep in the wood, played by Kai. A marmot covers his ears. Today, every donkey fancies he can sing. He says, eyeing a cuckoo in an ill-fitting suit of feathers, who is about to give voice from the top of a monkey bread tree. Next, I will be playing this piece, The Aviary. The cuckoo's song is over, and a heavy silence reigns. The sow has dewy eyes, and the elephant, the hippopotamus as well, and the fox, the mole and the mealworm too. Is it the swan's turn now, the three young cats ask. No, the hummingbird, says the old cat. Just look, 2,000 hummingbirds. Our next characters, pianists, played by Bryce. And whoosh, just as they came, they now skim away, swerving through the bare oak, causing the 64 owls to duck. Look, the squirrels are giving 2 warthogs a piano lesson. In the opinion of Saint-Saens, pianists are a strange, almost animal-like species, playing endless, boring scales with the utmost seriousness. Our next piece, Fossils, played by Elijah. While the squirrels and the warthogs are still holding hands and bowing gracefully, a portly beaver steps forward. Unfortunately, he says, the long-awaited appearance of the fossils cannot take place as advertised. The great age of the once world-famous quartet, some say millions of years, has prevented their making the long journey. Fortunately, though, the 64 owls have been persuaded to offer an orchestral potpourri of the old fossil hits. Unfortunately, Elijah is sick today, so... Then the swan, played by Itzat. After friendly applause, mainly from the ranks of elderly iguanas, crocodiles and turtles, the festivities approach their climax. 29 moles have burrowed a riverbed from a nearby jungle lake to the edge of the arena, and now the beaver releases the hidden dam. The unwitting audience is stunned as a pond takes shape before its very eyes, and there, the swan comes gliding in, silver white in the moonlight, garlanded with sweet-scented hibiscus blossom. The conceited twerp, says the fox, but nobody hears him.